There you are. We have a problem. This is where Rada and Lady Belaine entered the structure, but I can't find any way to open the doors. I suspect this may be why they needed the keystone. Good question. Let's look around. Not all of the ruin remains intact. Portions have crumbled over the ages. Perhaps we can find a path through the rubble. Just be cautious. The constructs are dwarven and expected. The shadows, some sort of beings made of inky darkness. Quite unsettling and potentially dangerous. Something I wish I could say for certain. I've done precious little reading on dwarven ruins. I do seem to recall the name Arkzand being connected to a university. I've seen nothing dwarven in their manner or appearance. Dwarves were meticulous scholars. Their constructs, their architecture, everything was precise and controlled. Reach magic strikes me as wild and unpredictable. Arana clearly shares a strong connection with the ebb and flow of the spirits, though. She might have sent the source of these shadow beings, these shades. I sense a corruption, a void. The longer I'm close to it, the more I suspect it may be the very thing that drew Rada and Lady Belaine here in the first place. That door is clearly blocked. And that strange energy. Wait. Is there something on the floor? That parchment appears relatively fresh and intact. What does it say? The Library of Arkzand. Interesting. I assume a dwarven library houses more than simply books. Anything else? A dark relic. That sounds ominous. And quite likely related to the darkness that Arana sensed, and I now feel as well. That could be the source of these shades. Void portals. A dark relic resonating power, and strange shades.
Nice hole.
and not the slow decay of time. Something terrible happened here. It's a strange-looking shard. Another note and a strange shard. What do you think, my friend? Interesting. The shards remind me of something torn from the darkest corner of oblivion. As unsettling as that object is, I think we should hold on to it. I suggest you try to use a shard to propel yourself through one of the void portals. The risks are significant. What? Well done, my friend. Up there. Try concentrating on that pocket of energy. Above you. Try to make a connection with that portal. This is impressive. This place, I had no idea. I knew the dwarves created some magnificent structures, but this is amazing. Until we find the source, I can only speculate. We need to locate it, learn more about this energy, and determine the true nature of these shades. The longer I spend in close proximity, the more I pick up from the shades. I sense fragmented thoughts and raw emotion. They remind me of pure... shades. I sense their presence in every dark corner. Keep going.
Maybe I should have joined the buoyant homages. Wait. big family, you have to know how to swap.
Path ends here, but there's a door up above. We need to find a way to reach it. Appears to be some sort of containment apparatus. And there's a shade trapped at the center. Another sheet of parchment? Bring it here. Might that be another observation by the Grey Host Pentarch? What secrets does it reveal this time? Of course! Despite all the knowledge he gained, he made a mistake. That trapped shade. That's the Grey Host Pentarch. We should attempt to free him, if not out of mercy, then to determine what he... Very well. Manipulate the crystals and see if you can set the tortured shade free. Just access... That's it. Keep repositioning the crystals to reflect the energy. That did something. Try to connect the crystals at all four corners of the room. Try activating the remaining two platforms. Did it! Quickly now, question the shade before it dissipates. Such anguish, such pain. Souls trapped in Molag Bol's realm wither over centuries, but this dark heart, it stripped that creature of its vitality almost instantly. I wish it had told us more. Yes, but apparently for different purposes. Unstable breaches in the fabric of reality, imploded chambers, trapped shades. Everything points to some terrible dwarven experiment that went astray. As the shade implied, they each seek the dark heart for a different reason. Can only imagine what Rodder would do with such power. As for Belaine, he called her the vessel that never fills. A curious description. It must have something to do with the sky above. Or perhaps constellations such as those that led us to Bethar Zel. In any event, it's evident that the dark current flowing through this place traps souls and twists them into these shades. Perhaps it does possess life of a sort. Certainly it holds a vast amount of power. Watch for signs of the Grey Host that should point us towards Rodder and Belaine. Rodder and Belaine, we found them. Let's listen in.
The orrery of Arksand. The key to our salvation. It has stood here unmoving for nearly 3,000 years.
You're sure the keystone will power it, Belaine? It must be ready when the time comes.
The keystone is only part of the puzzle. As you agreed, we must also awaken the Dark Heart.
I gave you my word, Belaine. The Grey Host will make your prophecy come true.
Reach witch signs and portents can be tiresome, but they are necessary for this. The Dark Heart must beat again.
And it will, Belaine. Soon. With the keystone, we can come and go as we please. Now, let us leave this place. We still have much to do before we restart the orrery.
Reach witch prophecies. What fates are you tempting now, Rodder? As we speculated, the keystone does more than open doors. Rodder and Lady Belaine plan to use it to restart the orrery. The question remains, why? I'm not sure. We know the Grey Host has Reach witches among its ranks. Perhaps a local coven has some role in all this. We need to speak with Arana, to learn about Reach witch prophecies. Without the Keystone or more of those void portals, we can't get down into the orrery chamber. I'll stay here and try to pick up their trail. I need you to go to
Keep at it! Put that silver we acquired to good use, you lazy goat herders!
I wondered if you were going to return, Harrier. The worms and ghosts wouldn't stop whispering to me, talking about dark doings and stirring evil. The dark heart, you say? There's a tale as old as the Ridge with an evil heart at its center. Like most Ridge stories, it ends bloody. Belain might have slipped your net, but the story of the Dark Heart. The Ghost Song clan knows it well. My clan. Once. I need to speak with my sister, Nathari. She studied the old secrets. Traditions passed down from our foremothers. Like the story of the prophecy of the Dark Heart. It deals with souls, shadows, endings. I know the core of it, but an outsider? Not likely. We need someone to intercede on our behalf. We need Brayden. He's a friend, and he holds the respect of the clan. If he vouches for you, Brayden can speak to the mood of the Ghost Song clan. Tell him what you told me. I'm sure he'll help us get a meeting with my sister. He's a werewolf, mind you, but I've never had a truer friend. Look for him at Roldan Ring. Roldan Ring is an ancient site southeast of here. It's neutral ground, the place where all clans of the Ridge can gather to trade and share stories.
review isn't a tour, it's a tale.
Raiden! What news of the Ghost Song clan?
Your sister led the clan to Lost Valley. I was about to join them. Who's the outsider?
An ally against the Grey Host. I'll let them tell you themselves.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
An outsider walking alongside the great and powerful Arana. That's not a sight I thought I'd see today. And she says you're an ally. An outsider come to fight outsiders. I wish you hadn't brought your war here in the first place. Speaking with Nathari is going to be difficult, even if she would agree to such a meeting. That's just what the Reach folk call it. It isn't actually lost. We know exactly where it is. It's a sacred place from a darker time. Nathari said the time had come to return to Lost Valley. I'm not sure, but I'm no witch. Some of our rituals aren't meant to be shared with outsiders, I'll tell you that much. Still, if Arana says it's important for you... Yes. We grew up together in the Ghost Song clan. I was furious when the clan banished her. I almost followed, but I couldn't. The clan needs mine. As I said, the place is sacred to us. The Nords built a great barrow there. Not all Reach folk practices involve blood and sacrifice, but many of our oldest traditions do. Lost Valley was a center for such activity once upon a time. Oh, I don't... I'm off to Lost Valley. If you want to find your sister, that's where she'll be.
Why Lost Valley, Nathari? What are you planning, my sister?
Can never have enough of that.
This Grey Host scout has been clawed to pieces. Brayden's work, I presume. But why are these monsters here? And Brayden must have gotten here ahead of us. I'd recognize his handiwork anywhere. It seems that the redoubt is overrun with Grey Host troops. The Nords built their barrow over the caves that were once used by my ancestors. The Spirit Queen led the first Ghost Song matron to a spot deep beneath the redoubt. I think that's where Nathari has taken it. They haven't. My mother had the entrance to the barrow concealed when I was a young girl. No one has used it since before I was born. I always knew those old stories interested my sister. Nathari is younger than me, but way too sure of herself. When I was the clan's matron, I tried to mentor her, but she follows her own heart. Witches can be a stubborn lot. Doesn't matter what I think, it's what Nathari believes she hears. What she sees in every sign important. From what Brayden said, Nathari wanted to be matron. And the clan, they were ready to choose her over me. I wanted to forge new traditions, but she promised them Namira's blessing if they heeded the order. That's the wrong way. Find me when you return. I don't understand. It's like the Grey Host is guarding this place. That's the Grey Host command camp up ahead. Let's see what they're doing here.
Do not lower your guard.
See what you can find.
Destroy the intruder!
What does it say?
When one falls, another!
Well, do those scratchings on paper tell you anything about what the Grey Host is doing in Lost Valley Redoubt? I never should have let Nathari push me aside. She was always drawn to darkness, even as a girl. Lady Boleyn must have found her eager to believe the right lies. Does that... The Dark Heart again? According to the prophecy, death awakens the Dark Heart. By the spirits, what evil has Boleyn convinced my sister to perform? A stranger visited the clan when I was young. She asked about the old lore. She wore a smile, but I saw darkness in her eyes. Years later, when I saw her beside the Ard's throne, but my mother spoke in generalities. Lady Boleyn spent a lot of time with my aunt, though. She was one who saw every word of the prophecy as literal truth. In fact, she taught Nathari her lore. The full telling requires hours. We don't have time for that, so I'll be brief. An ancient darkness sleeps beneath the Reach. At the end of days it will awaken, covering the land in shadow. Yes, but Ghost Song witches have argued about the nature of the heart for generations. Some believe the prophecy is symbolic. There's darkness in every mortal. That the Dark Heart exists. Death feeds it, and only sacrifice will awaken it to share its power with those that believe. Dark illusions like that. Nathari believes. We're going the right way. The entrance is farther up. Keep going. We're almost to the summit.
All right.
The borrow entrance
Right
is just
on.
ahead. The entrance should be here somewhere. Look around. Ah, you found the rock. That's actually the door, but it will only open for a Ghost Song witch. Well, look at that. I've still got it. Now let's enter the barrow and find my sister. Dark magic, rising all around us. Nathari must have started the ritual. Dare Nathari allow Grey Host soldiers to prowl these halls? Ritual sacrifices. Nathari wants the clan to return to the old ways. These things are ancient. Clearly not my sister's doing. can't believe she actually did it. Nathari sacrificed this ghost song hunter.
Nathari, no! What have you done?
The hour is upon us, dear sister. You must feel it. The darkness.
You sacrificed our own people. Oh, poor Sagan.
I should have expected Arana to take up with outsiders. She always rejected the old ways. This is no place for one who doesn't hear the spirits of the Reach. And every one of them gave up their life willingly. They gladly died to awaken the dark heart from its slumber. Arana may deny it, but this is the day Namira has been preparing us for. You sound like Braden. True believers see the honor in this sacrifice, but not everyone can overcome the fear that whispers in their ears. The flesh... Why does this matter to you, outsider? The ghost song hunters, the true hunters, gather below, ready to give their life. The clan chose me, Arana. The Spirit Queen demands death, and I shall give it to her.
Damn it. I should never have left.
No. I can't allow this. We need to find Braden and the others. This is horrible. Nathari has convinced herself that she's doing the will of the Spirit Queen. And she persuaded at least some— Aye. That seems to be the long and short of it. The Dark Heart will beat again, and its power will surge up. The prophecy talks of death and destruction. But it also says that those who embrace it will be spared. There's power in the darkness, especially for those who believe and hold true to its word. The old matrons mentioned a ritual cave deep within the barrow. It must be this way. Song hunters loyal to Nathari. Surely some must have opposed her. Seems when they did fight back, they were quickly overwhelmed.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
Poor Senin. Not you too, old friend. What's that beside him? What do those scratch marks tell you? Not many of my clan learned the scratchings, but Senin could read and write the Imperial language. He spent years in Morikar's Imperial Guard. What did he write? As we've seen, Nathari has convinced some of the clan to support this mad endeavor. This is Lady Belaine's doing. Spirits take that woman. She's laughing far from here and safe, while the Aye. I remember that from the stories. A cavern where the floor drops into darkness. That's where the first ghost song witch made a bargain. Magic from below. We need to hurry.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
The dark heart stirs. You can't stop the prophecy from being fulfilled.
The prophecy shall be fulfilled!
Every sacrifice strengthens the darkness.
Really don't like your odds.
Below us, the darkness gathers in that infernal pit. I can feel it. The dark heart, it's waking up.
The darkness, it responds. The dark heart awakens. Give your lives so the dark heart may beat again. Too late, sister. The prophecy is fulfilled.
Stop Nefari before she feeds my entire clan to the darkness.
Get back, you fetcher!
Hungers.
The darkness. It makes Nefari stronger. Try to contain it.
Easy! Let your magicka recover!
think the spirits...
I knew Nathari's ideas were folly, but this... With her own hand, she gave her kin to the darkness. She would have killed all of... Nathari was a friend once, before she became obsessed with the old ways. If Lady Boleyn... Aye, we'll fight. There aren't many of us left, but most of us are werewolves. Lady Boleyn... This isn't your fault, Arana. Nathari could only see her own visions, hear her own spirits.
This is what you bring us, Arana.
The news that Lady Boleyn was invoking the prophecy of the Dark Heart. I never expected it to lead to the decimation of my old clan. The prophecy says it takes more than a handful of deaths to awaken the Dark Heart. Oh, Nathari got something to stir.